Get these likes up. Yeah. Get the likes up. Come on, come on, come on. Get the likes up. 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 What? Get the likes up. Hey, get the likes up. Get the likes up. Get the likes up. Come on, come on, come on, what? Come on, what? Come on, get the likes up. What? Get the likes up. What? Get the likes up. Get the likes up. All right. Ooh, that's gonna be my workout for the day. Do you hear me? That's gonna be my workout for the day. But all seriously, we have to talk about this Diddy situation. This Diddy situation has gotten so out of hand that we are at the court trials today. Today was the first day. He was crying. He was crying. He looked awful, they say. They say he cut all his hair off at the top. I don't know if he cut it off or was it because his health is declining him and it fell all out. I feel like it's a spiritual transfer, that he is weak. That evil spirit that's in him is being drawn out and being released to another powerful entity. And they said that the mega gala is today. And some people feel like the new Satan's son, the favorite Satan's son, is going to have some of that power today at the Met Gala. I'm not sure. This is what I'm hearing around the streets, but we have to talk about this. I did come across a YouTuber, shout him out, and he talks about it, and I wanted to replay his video and react to that. So I want us all to do that together. How you guys doing? Can you guys hear me? If you guys can hear me, please press that 1. All right. Hey, C. Allen. How you doing, baby? What's up, Jerome? All right. Glad that you guys are all here. He couldn't color that gray in jail. Well, you know what? The thing about it is the hair is falling out. His health is going fast. When you constantly is putting drugs inside yourself, when you putting alcohol inside yourself and those pills and who knows what other drugs he was doing, you know, and he don't have access to any of that, the body is going to have an effect on it. And then let's not talk about his soul. His soul is paying for the karma. I mean, it's a lot mental. You get what I'm saying? It's a lot. It is a lot. And I don't feel sorry for him at all. I really don't, because this is what he asked for. All the nefarious things he's been doing throughout the years into kids. They said the Cassie video, honey, that ain't it. A lot of you guys feel like the Cassie video is going to be the video that's going to take him down. They're saying, no, that is not it. What's going to take him down is they have new kids that are coming up. Diddy did this to the kids when they were kids, okay? People are saying, is it Justin Bieber? Justin Bieber been acting weird lately. Haven't Justin Bieber been acting strange? Press 1 if Justin Bieber been acting strange. And we know that Diddy put his hands on Justin Bieber, because Justin Bieber could come out here and say, you know what? Diddy ain't never touched me. But he ain't never did that. Usher could come out and say, you guys know what? Diddy ain't never touched me. But he ain't never did that, because they know what Diddy has done. They know what Diddy has done. Okay. So it could be Usher. I've been hearing people are saying Usher is going to testify. I'm not sure. But whoever it is, they said they have victims that are minors. And they have victims that have witnessed Diddy do this to minors. And they are saying that is what this case is really about. A lot of you guys think it's really about Cassie. they are saying they don't even need to use that. Don't you know that Cassie video where Diddy is just whopping her and dragging her? They are saying they don't even need to use that video because of the victims that they have with these minors. And they said the victims that they have with the minors, also the cops, they have official cops that have made the statements when that happened. So you got cops and the minors. I'm assuming the people are grown now. I don't know. It could be a current minor. Wouldn't that be bananas? I don't know. All I know in our reports, they say a minor. With that, do you guys think that Diddy could be really messing around with a current minor at his big age? Press 2 if it's possible that Diddy still could be messing around with minors at his big age. Whoa, whoa, whoa. That is serious. That is serious right there. I've known that he messed around with Justin and all of them because when they were younger, but to still think that he's still doing it, well, you know, they said those people have problems because once they get a taste of young, they don't ever want to go back and they're always going to thirst after young blood. People are saying he's a vampire, you know, that he's eating kids and stuff like that. And that's how he needs to get his health. And that's why his health is failing because he don't got no kids to feed off of. I don't know if that's true or not either, but it's a possibility. It's a possibility. You say, Gigi, stop that. Stop that shit. Stop that shit, Gigi. Ain't no way that Diddy is out here eating nobody. See, y'all don't know y'all history. Did y'all know they used to eat on us? Did y'all know that? Press 4 if you know that the Europeans used to eat on the mummies. Did you know that? They used to feast on the mummies' bodies because they felt that they can have their power. You get what I'm saying? And look that up. That is history. So you do have people out here that do believe in feasting on other folks so they feel like they can get some type of energy or power. It's people beliefs. Tomboy, look it up. Tomboy, look it up. Can y'all please tell Tomboy about how the Europeans used to eat on the mummies, on the black people bodies, on the dead? And they felt like they got power from doing so. Okay. So it's very much a possibility that he could be doing that. I don't know. It's a possibility. I'm sure people are still holding up these traditions from back in the day. I'm sure they are. I'm sure they are. I'm sure they are. So I want to play some of this and then I'm going to react to it. I can't pronounce the YouTuber name, Mullah, something like that. But hit the link, and I want to hear what you guys have to say about this too. I would love for you guys to come up here and talk to me about this case. All right, let me hear what he has to say. Let's start it from the beginning.
Here, and currently they are on lunch break. This trial hearing has been going for 2 to 3 hours and is going to continue because jury selection is absolutely wild. What do you mean that Kim Porter's name was mentioned? What?
All right, so this is the sketch. Y'all got to see this sketch. So they don't have cameras at the jury, but they do have sketches. So this is one of the sketches right here. As you guys can see, this is one of the sketches, okay? So I'm going to let him play it. I'm going to let him play.
Do you mean that Michael B?
Yeah, Murad. I can't pronounce his name. Come up here and pronounce it for me. Ramad. Yeah, that's him.
Jordan's name was also mentioned and that he's going to actually be a witness to this case alongside Kid Cudi, alongside Mike Myers. What do you...
Did you hear what he said? Did you hear what he said? They're going to bring up Kim Porter. Oh, my God. And you know they are saying that Diddy allegedly took out Kim Porter. What is Quincy got to say about that? What do Al B. Shore got to say about that? Man. What Kim Porter, actually, not just Quincy, but all the kids, because that's their mama. Do you really think that the kids really feel like Diddy ain't do nothing foul to their mama? Huh? If I was one of them kids, I would feel like my daddy did something foul to my mama. Because you an evil man. Press 1 if you feel like them kids know. They know Diddy did something to their mama. Press 4 if you feel like they have no idea. They just don't know. They just Diddy manipulate them so good that they are just believing whatever he says. They just believe in because they've been brainwashed since they were young. They don't know anything else. They think everybody else is the enemy, and that is a possibility, right? That they could have really been that brainwashed. I mean, I've seen it happen. And the girls are still young. Their mind have not yet developed. They're not 25 yet, so they're still young. They're still processing everything. They don't know. So I can't blame the twins. To me, the twins are so innocent. They're so innocent. All right, let's continue on.
First and foremost, hey guys, it's Murad Murali. Hopefully you guys are all doing well today. Daily and consistent content. Subscribe to the channel. Let's get to 400K. Let's get there. Click that button and subscribe. The trial has begun. I know you guys must have seen those queues outside the courthouse this morning at 8 a.m. in New York for media, court reporters, journalists who were there. Obviously wanted to get live in action. No shade. I do not need to be there. I'm very grateful to be here in London and reporting to you guys because all of it.
All right, somebody said they're sure Quincy knows. Did you know this? And I was so sick when I heard this. When I heard this, I wanted to vomit. Celebrity Scandalous. She's a YouTuber out here. You know what she told me? She tells me that Diddy was putting his lips on Quincy. Did you know that? I didn't know that. Did you know that? Press 1 if you knew that. Press 2 if you did not. What? Diddy was putting his lips on Quincy. What? The same way Birdman did Lil Wayne. The same way Will Smith did Jaden. Okay, honey, what is going on?
Is of course being digitally reported for me to track and get everything down. I've written my own notes. I'm not going to read out the court transcripts to you. Otherwise we would be here for 2 to 3 hours and a lot of it will just get lost in translation. It is better for me to write my notes and get this video out to you guys in less than 10 to 12 minutes so that you guys know what's happened in this first hearing.
Yeah, let's get the lights out.
The jury selection, guys, has begun at the Manhattan's federal courthouse. And what is interesting to me is that Diddy's family again do not appear at the courthouse. This is the first.
Oh my goodness. Did you hear that? They're not even supporting Diddy because they know he's wrong. The mama didn't show up. The kids didn't show up. They are so ashamed, especially when they learn about these kids that are coming out. Oh my God. Why didn't the parents show up? Diddy would have loved to see his mama. Diddy would have loved to see his kids at the trial showing support so he can at least see them, but they didn't even show up. Why they didn't show up? Huh? Were they banned from showing up? Why didn't they show up? You right, Goddess Witch. You got Goddess Witch, I miss you, girl. Come up here, Goddess Witch. I love hearing your voice, girl. Goddess Witch says he's guilty. He's willing to take down his own children down, at least his sons. Yes, you got it right on the money. He is guilty. I can see Diddy in the courtroom pointing at them and say, he did it. He did it. Okay? Because that is how evil Diddy is. And he takes no accountability. Honestly, what father would do all this nefarious things? If I was a father, no way I would be doing this nefarious things to other kids because I would think I don't want nobody doing it to my kids. And besides, I wouldn't even be in that horrible mindset. So, oh my God, what father does this type of stuff and having all those freak offs? at his house. Why would you want those spirits? Why would you want that energy around the same place that your kids lay their head in? How could you? And don't you think enough is enough? I mean, how many freak offs you gonna go? Okay, one freak off, two freak off, but all these freak off, freak off, freak off, and then the freak offs was just nefarious. You got to spike people to do freak offs with them. I don't want to be with nobody that don't want to be with me. I don't want to be with nobody that don't want to be with me. Okay, that is just sick to try to make somebody to be with you, and they don't want to be with you. And people are saying, well, he got that from Clyde Davis. Okay, because Diddy didn't want to sleep with Clyde Davis. Diddy didn't want to sleep with them others. I don't know who them other ones is, but they said Lane Bryan. What's his name? Lucius Bryan? Somebody Bryan. Lucius Bryan, Lane Bryan, Clyde Davis. They said, oh my God, they look like white skeletons. They look like white walkers. Okay. They look evil as hell. And they suggested that Diddy sleep in a bed with them to do a little rocking and rolling so Diddy could advance his career. Because let's just be real, he don't got no talent. Diddy can't sing. He can't rap. What can Diddy do? Nothing. Okay, but playing donuts. That's all he can do. He don't got no goddamn talent. Okay. But because he did that energy transfer when Clyde Davis had him up in that bed and Lucius Grain had him up in that bed, see, Diddy thought he was just rocking and rolling, pleasing them, but nah, it was a ritual. It was a ritual. They were doing a transfer of some energy that they gave Diddy along the way that created the monster that he is now. And I'm assuming that's why he's doing all this stuff. And then how he was born. They say he was born into Jezebel herself. Oh, they said his mama was a Jezebel. And he have watched Jezebel do all this nefarious stuff in front of his eyes. And they even say that maybe one of Jezebel's clients was touching on him at a young age that even caused him to be doing more nefarious things that opened the door. So when Clyde Davis and them other ones came, the door just busted on open because the door was already open during the time when the Jezebel mom was introducing him to all this nefarious things, watching men in and out, 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 seeing the freak off, hearing that freak off, hearing all that shit going on, seeing the drinking, seeing the drugs, seeing all that shit, okay? It will mess a boy mind up, okay? And that's why he don't respect his mama. That's why he always calling his mamas all bitches and hoes and slap his mama, because he watched so many men disrespect his mama. He watched so many men slap his mama around. Hell, he don't have respect for her. Okay? Ooh-wee. Am I preaching today? Okay? Get these likes up, y'all. Come on, let's get these likes up. Let's not play with it. Let's not play with it. Let's get the likes up. Come on. Come on. Come on. Let's get these likes up. Give me my likes. Give my likes. Give my likes. We are here at the Messy Sweet Spot. Come on, y'all. Let's get these likes up. Let's not play. Let's get the likes up. And feel free to come up here. If you disagree with me or whatever, hit that link and come up here and talk to me. Okay? Hit that link. All right, let's go on.
Day of his trial, the first day of his trial, and none of his family have attended, but they were there when it came to all of his previous hearings or when he first got indicted. But when it comes to the big day in New York, none of his family have attended. That in itself shows huge fractures amongst the family, as well as the fact that probably their lawyers advise them not to do so purely because they're also facing their own lawsuits. So things have changed. Now, Diddy is dressed formally, as we can see in the new court sketches. He's wearing reading glasses and he is seated with his 8 lawyers. Not 1, not 2, not 3. He's got a deck behind him, guys. He has 8 lawyers and he keeps
8 lawyers? Okay, this is the sketch. That's Diddy. That is Diddy. That is Diddy. All eyes on Diddy. That is Diddy with them glasses on. Grayed hair. Okay, gray beard. Looking like Dorian Gray from the book. If you know about the portrait, you know about the portrait. This is Diddy with them devilish eyeballs. Them eyeballs are so nefarious with them nefarious lips. Okay. Yeah. Oh, there he is. And he got 8 lawyers behind him. He know he's guilty. If you are innocent, what you need all them lawyers for? Huh? If you so innocent, what you need all them lawyers for? Because he guilty. He's guilty. He's paying all those 8 lawyers and he gonna lose. You know why? Because, honey, you can't fight. You can't fight against God. You cannot fight against the righteous because the battle has already been won. The battle has already been won. I say the battle has already been won. I say the battle has already been won. I say 8 lawyers, and he's still gonna lose. He should have took that plea deal. 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 But the truth ain't in him. He don't want to take accountability. He should have took the plea deal. He should have took the plea deal. Let's see. Whew, let me put it down.
Keeps looking at the jurors. Court reporters have been stating that he actually is sitting there with his fingers looking at them and he's counting them with his own fingers. He's counting these jurors to find out who they are, and what is going on. Judge Arun is then asking the jurors questions and he wants to get through over 150 of these jurors to see if some of them are going to be excluded based on their job, what they've gone through, traumatic, situations, do they know of Diddy, and etc. Now, what is worrying in this case and in the majority of this hearing is that a lot of the jurors in response did mention that they have seen some of the video of Diddy and Cassie. That's how viral that video went, and that's how much of a high profile this case is. That does not bode well for Diddy, that naturally even those jurors who are responding to Judge Arun in this case are stating, listen, I'll be impartial, listen, I won't be biased, already have seen that type of video. What type of level of bias can you actually be? Never really 100%, guys.
Now you say, what video is he talking about? Oh my God. Ooh, it's a video. It is nefarious. Okay. Diddy is in a hotel room. Did you know he rented out the whole level? Everybody on that floor, no rooms, empty. So when people can hear the screams coming from his room, nobody's going to help. The stairways are locked. You cannot go up in that floor and you cannot go down. It is locked. The only way you can get up there, if you have a special key, and the only way you can leave if you got a special key, I'm assuming. But I know the only way you can get up on that floor if you got a special key. That's how secure he had it. But guess what? He was getting freaky on that floor. It was still doing the freak offs. Yeah, man. Freak off. Freak off. Yeah. Y'all got to stop freaking off. Y'all got to stop freaking off. Y'all gonna have to stop freaking off. That freak off is causing you destruction. Okay? It's never that serious. It's never that serious. Okay. Shout out to Terry donating $5 super sticker. Thank you, baby. I appreciate y'all. You guys know I love you guys. Make sure you guys like this video. Stay tuned, rocking with the messy sweet spot. Now, let's get back to, did y'all know he was having a freak off during that video before he started putting pause on Cassie? Press 1 if you knew that was a freak off. Press 2 if you just thought he was just getting out the shower. Hell no. Hell no. The freak off went horrible. Okay? The freak off went horrible. Honey. Ooh, it was another man up in that thing. Okay? And I don't know what Cassie just felt like, okay, maybe him and that man was in the shower freaking off, or she felt like this was a time where she can leave. Okay. So she bust out that room running for her life. Mind you, this ain't the first time she tried to escape him. She been trying to escape him ever since she got with him. The first year she got with him, she tried to escape. But guess what? He treated her like a slave and he said, I own you. You ain't going nowhere. I got you in this contract. You want to make a movie, don't you? You want to be a superstar, don't you? You want to be a career, don't you? Well, you ain't going nowhere. You just going to have to be patient. You're going to have to sacrifice. You're going to have to do what I want you to do. Come on now. Keep online. And then hitting her, putting her down and getting her on drugs and doing all this crazy stuff. You know what I'm saying? But honey, that day, mind you, she didn't try to leave a long time ago, but he keep on. Yeah, you her mama, I'm going to take you out of here too. Okay, if you see Cassie, and if I find out that she over there, I'm going to take your ass out too. Don't play with me. Don't play with me. Cassie was like, I don't want to keep on involving my family in this because he would take out her family. He already blowing up people's cars. And Cassie already seen him having bodies on bodies on bodies. Hell, she was scared. But this time she was trying to run out. Just like Tina Turner and Ike. Y'all saw the movie with Tina Turner and Ike, and Tina was running. Ooh, you know what I'm saying? And Ike was running after her. Honey, this was her moment. She ran out. Diddy, ooh, he bust on out of there. And he ain't had no clothes on. Okay? He just had a towel on. Just got finished doing some shit fucking. Okay. So he got so mad. He got her when she was trying to push that goddamn elevator. Oh my God. Can you imagine? Could you imagine you trying to leave and you pushing this elevator and then you hear Diddy closing that door and you hear running. You hear her running. You hear her running. Oh, man, that's so freaky. Just to hear the noise. Hear him run down that goddamn hallway. It's traumatizing. Oh my God. Okay, and she's screaming and she yelling, help, help, or something, you know what I mean? And then he grab her, throw it in the neck. Just grab her like a goddamn chicken and just kept on throwing her around, then kicking her and kicking her and kicking her and kicking her. And then you think, oh my God, they got this on camera. Surely somebody sees this. Somebody will help. But guess what? Nobody gonna help because they all been sold out by Diddy. He paid people to bury the video like he always do. He always throw that money around and paying this person and that person to hide all his nefarious things, all the power. He's incorrupt with the police. He's incorrupt with the government. Who can you run to? Who can you run to? Who can you run to? You can't even run a church. You go to church. You say, Pastor, help me out. I'm in a situation. Next thing you know, the pastor calling Diddy. I got this bitch right here praying on her knees, dog. Come on, get her. You know what I mean? Hello. But honey, they said that he got all this power, not from him, but from the higher ups that enable him to have this power. But now the higher ups is done with his ass and they off to another body. Okay, so comment. I want to know what you guys think about this. Woo. So that's what he's talking about, the video. The video, he's talking about the video. People have seen that video. So, you know, the jury, they may not be able to use those type of people in the jury because they've seen that video. So it's going to create this bias. You understand? All right, let's go.
The judge has confirmed that the trial will run for 8 weeks so that we will ideally get a verdict of this trial in the first week of July. At the end of the first week or the second week of July is when we're going to get the verdict. This is going to be a long summer of court reporting on a daily basis, guys. I'm ready. Hopefully you guys are ready. It's just going to be a lot. Now, the majority of the jurors, of course, have been asked about their traumatic, past.
Do we got a troll in the building? Get this troll on out of here. Who is this? Y'all, see, Alan, get the troll out of here. Get the diddlers out. The diddlers are in the chat. Get these diddlers out of here. Hell.
in terms of SA. They've gone through stuff here and there. But one juror is very weird. His name is Juror 22, and he seems to be in general very confused. He talks about seeing somebody get run over by a train and that he was okay with it. He then is asking odd questions that why is it the USA versus Combs? Now, this in itself is interesting because this juror just seems to be very phased out. Now, the defense would love a juror like this, Juror 22, because he seems to be somebody who's...
All right, so these are some of the pictures that he's talking about. And this is from the trial.
Phased out, not really, impacted by things, and therefore could be an aid to the defense. And the prosecution would not like this at all. The judge...
C. Allen, you a moderator, girl. You handle it, C. Allen. Hey, I'm talking about all the mods are on it. C. Allen. Okay. I don't know who all is modding in here. I don't know. I just see C. Allen right now, but go ahead.
Asked the juror as well, anything about your views on Kanye West would make you unfair? The juror says no. The juror responds saying that he too saw the video of Cassie being beaten up in the hotel room. That was a separate juror. Another juror was questioned. He spoke about how he did some criminal acts himself, that he stole money from the bank his mother worked at, which he confessed in his questionnaire, and the judge wanted to talk about it. One juror, guys, has been excluded because she said a family member had experienced a trauma that would not allow her to be impartial in this case. Every juror so far has already seen headlines about the allegations against Diddy, an indication of the extremely high-profile nature of this case. Several have said that would not have prevented them from being impartial as a juror in this trial, but I just feel like impartiality, I don't know. Now, not only that, guys, but midway through the process of this hearing, Diddy's legal team requested a bathroom break. When the judge asked if they could carry on, Diddy put up his hand and he said, "I'm sorry, Your Honor, I'm a little nervous today." So he seems to be in a very different position than when we've seen him when it comes to court descriptions in previous hearings of this case. He's been high-fiving the lawyers, smiling at his children. This is probably why he's nervous, because where are his loved ones? There is no one there to support him. He is genuinely there alone. His family have abandoned him. This is the first day of his high-profile trial that has officially begun, that he genuinely initially wanted at first with the speedy trial, and now he wants to delay it, which got denied, and his children are nowhere to be seen. A judge asks somebody, any people on the list you recognize, and a juror says yes in terms of celebrity witnesses, Michael B. Jordan, Kid Cudi, and Mike Myers. I don't know what Michael B. Jordan has in regards to being a witness to this case. That in itself has flown me. What does he have to do with this? They don't touch...
I said the same thing when I heard about Michael B. Jordan. I said, this shit don't make sense. But then I got to thinking, Michael B. Jordan used to date Lori Harvey. And I bet you Lori Harvey used to date Diddy, and Steve Harvey and Marjorie Harvey, they knew they were giving their daughter off to a demon after Diddy did what he did to Kim Porter, after Diddy what he did to Cassie. You're going to allow your daughter and you're going to have dinner with that Diddy and Lori Harvey, and after he got finished with Lori Harvey, he just dumped her in the trash. You see what I'm saying? Honey, it's something. Then she started dating Michael B. Jordan. And I bet you she was probably telling Michael B. Jordan all the horrible shit that Diddy did. And Michael B. Jordan probably can't stand that nigga. He can't stand that shit. You know what I'm saying? So that's a possibility. I hope they wasn't doing no threesomes. I hope Michael B. Jordan and Diddy and Lori Harvey was not in the bed together. Okay? And I want what Lori Harvey got to say about this? What Steve Harvey got to say about this? Ain't he doing a talk show? You know, can't Steve Harvey talk from personal experience? Haven't Steve Harvey did breakfast with Diddy? He can't tell us what he think. He does a whole YouTube radio podcast, always run his mouth about other events. He can't tell us about this? Hell no. You know why? Because Steve Harvey. Wasn't Steve Harvey the one that introduced Ernest, which is a scammer, and he liked animals? He liked it in the donut node too. Didn't he introduce Ernest to the strawberry lady? Huh? See, Steve Harvey, he is in with the crooks too, honey. You can't trust him. You can't trust them. They all into it.
Why they just touch on these are the names on the list, which means that there could be other names as well that we don't know about. That also, get this, there is a juror, guys, from HBO. A juror from HBO is also part of this, and it's so confusing because HBO had a documentary, The Fall of Diddy, which was very negative publicity. So what is a potential juror doing from HBO? He is being questioned as to what was discussed in offices at the time, and basically stating that they were just talking about Diddy when Diddy got arrested. But he should be excluded because that in itself is crazy to me. A potential juror is now saying that he knows Kanye West. This is a separate one. And he says this because he owns a book by a other celebrity, and the other celebrity ends up being Al B. So Al B's name gets mentioned in this as well. Combs' lawyer says the press release of the book refers to a mysterious 2018 death. The trial will include discussion of Kim Porter and Al B. Shaw. The judge says, isn't this too close to home? AUSA Comey, the prosecution, says, we won't hear much about Mr. Brown or Miss Porter, but Shaw excluded. So that particular juror has also been excluded as well. A potential juror was dismissed because they worked as a marketing officer with a major publishing company. They said they are working with another hip-hop figure, Al B., who was close friends with Diddy's ex and mother of his children, Kim Porter. So the fact that Kim's name has been mentioned in this is not only insane, but Diddy's own lawyer, Tenny Garagos, described it as a mysterious death. Why the hell would you describe that as a mysterious death? That doesn't even help your client anyways. And I feel like the word fumbling here could mess it up as we go on in this case. So currently, as I'm recording this video, and perhaps as I put this up, it might be different, they are on a second lunch break. This hearing has been going for 2 hours, and I've been following it. And I wanted to go live and discuss it with you in real time, but then that means that I would be going live for 2 to 3 hours. It would be a little bit confusing. It will be hard for people who have to rewatch the video to find out where in the live I'm discussing about stuff. It's just difficult. This is better, in my opinion, because...
Okay, I'm going to fast forward him because I don't need him to explain what's better. Just tell us the tea, okay? Nobody got time for that.
Whatever kind of energy that he has, because in previous cases he just looked a little bit more relaxed or a little bit more trying to intimidate or look strong. Here he looks like he's finally facing the music. This is the first day, everything is beginning and it's finally happening. So this is the main gist of the first day, is jury selection. And with the way that Judge Arun is running through jury selection, I don't think that jury selection will be delayed. I do believe that this will begin on the 12th of May with opening statements. I don't think that this will be delayed, but you never really know, guys. But Judge Arun is being serious here. And I want to just quickly check live now because if they have, resumed from lunch break, they have not. They are still on lunch break. So this, of course, something that I want to get out to you guys because I know the Met Gala is tonight.
All right, well, that's all he got. Somebody said Al B left a bad taste in my mouth when he exposed Angie Stone's text messages. Speaking about Angie mother-sucking Stone, didn't Al B Sure say he was going to be on the case? I haven't heard Al B Sure say nothing about Angie Stone yet, or that Tyler Perry. Didn't Tyler Perry say he was going to get her money? Why is Tyler Perry so quiet about Angie Stone now? Okay. How long has it been? Too long? Too motherfucking long? Huh? What is Tyler Perry doing? Huh? What man is he entertaining now? Okay? It don't take all that. It don't take all the Tyler. What you doing? What is Tyler doing? Hell. But honey, don't let me start on that, right? Don't let me get on it. Tyler Perry was at the Met Gala. What? No, he wasn't. He was at the Met Gala? I know you lying. What is he doing at the Met Gala? Making another Madea movie? He said he stopped doing that. Yeah, he said he want to be a man again. He don't want to get up in dresses and no more. That's what he said. I guess he took it back. He couldn't help it. He couldn't get in them panties. I guess them panties feel good when he put them on. You think he put panties on under that dress to get more in the character? He put his panties on. Okay. I saw the commercial. Oh my God. Ooh, wouldn't it be something if he came to the Met Gala as Madea? Wouldn't that be something? That's it. He should have go to Met Gala as Madea. That's what he should have did. Thank you, girl. Thank you, baby. Ooh. All right, Dwayne, are you? Is that for me, Dwayne? Dwayne, do you want to come up here and tell us your thoughts about everything? The panel is open. If you guys want to come up here and speak about it, feel free to do so. Dwayne, did you want to come up here? Did you want to say something, Dwayne? Yeah. All right. He was determined to finish Homecoming with all that. Not Beyonce. He would be living in his truth. Oh. Well, that's all I have for today. I will see you guys tomorrow. All right. I just want to say thank you all. Love you all. Make sure you guys like, share, subscribe here at the Messy Suite. Hold on. We got Magic. Magic, what took you so long, child? Hell.
Baby, I'm in school. I'm trying to finish up my class. I'm back in to get it started.
Well, I be
But
forgetting.
no, I've been watching you this whole time for the past 2 hours. And in your last one, you was like, oh, when is my next one? I was like, Gigi, please don't go because I'm doing my homework, but you look too cute. And I'm loving you had me cracking up. So I'm doing my homework and watching you. Side eye at the same time.
All
That's
right.
how good you are.
Get it done, girl. So what are your thoughts about all this?
I am like, it's like I cannot believe that the chickens have come home to roost and we are officially here. It's like, you know, when something is coming and like they say, like the tsunami's about to happen, you hear an alarm go off, but it's not until it hit until probably like a week later. And they said it's a countdown now, and they start going back from telling you count back from 50 or 20, and then you see the water rise, and it's like, oh my gosh. We gotta go underground or we gotta go into a bunker. It's that type of feeling like, wow, he is really going down.
Magic, I have a different feeling. My feeling is like, woo! He is gonna get his karma. I feel glorious. But I've seen people in the comment section said I have a bloodthirst for judgment. That's why I said, come up here. You know what I'm saying?
No, I don't think you have a bloodthirst for judgment. I just feel that you understand the totality of everything that have happened to these individuals, and a lot of people have been hurt by this and by this man. And it's unfortunate. A lot of families also have suffered. So it's not about having a bloodthirst. It's just about getting justice.
Yeah. I guess maybe if I come off a little bit more soft spoken, maybe that will help.
Gigi, you are too much. But I don't really, I'm like stuck between a rock and a hard wall, honestly. Because it's, to me, it's like watching this play out in real time. I remember there was either a movie or something he was in, and he got skinny and they wheeled him back and they chained him up and then they took him out, you know, like back in the day, EX style. So it's like art imitating life, because he was in a movie like that and they took him out in the end, and he lost a lot of weight. So this is really eerie to me. It's very eerie. I know, and the Met Gala's going on and all that. It's just really, it's like, it was his time. Basically, they don't need him anymore. The powers that be, they got what they wanted from him, and then they wrapped him up, and they're ready to just let him go and usher in somebody else that is going to be the next one that they're going to prop up
for the next generation. Because you have to realize too, we are headed to the new world order. Do you guys believe that? Press 2 if you feel like we are headed in the new world order, where they want to destroy everything and they want to rebuild. Okay, everybody's been talking about the new world order. Okay, so he is not a part of the new world. So they need someone else that's going to be a part of the new world order. It's a rebirth.
It is a rebirth, and he's on his way out. As we can see, he's looking like Santa Claus right now. You know, from the 80s and 90s with the gray hair. He can't even dance anymore. He has so much medical stuff going on. They can't use him anymore. So even though, like we say, Diablo tricked him this whole time, you never could be friends with the devil. So, you know, he's getting his karma right now, and they're not going to let up on him. And little do he know, that same old little Cassie will be the one to put the mirror right in front of his face.
Well, they said not only Cassie, they said that it's minors involved that is coming forward. That's really going to be the nail in the hammer. It's the minors that's going to come forward in this trial. They said that Cassie video, they don't even need to use it because of the victims that they have coming forward.
What?
Yeah.
Minors?
Yeah, I got that from Ticket TV. Yeah.
Oh my.
Yeah.
Oh,
Right.
this is something. Oh wow. All right. I wasn't prepared for that. I didn't. Yeah. That is okay. Wow. Minors. Yeah.
Well, he always loved minors. I felt it was awkward about how he wanted to adopt that Ava girl, considering he got all those other kids. And then the video, he had the little boy sitting on his lap reading the names out of all these celebrities. Why did you need to use a little boy to say all these celebrities randomly? It was just awkward, but it seemed like he has a fascination with them kids, you know?
Like I said, I believe that because I remember, like I said, you know, before social media, we had magazines. They would have them like in CVS, Rite Aid, all these play. You'll pay People magazines, all these different magazines, and they'll give you little snippets of information. And I did remember seeing a magazine where he was on a beach, and it was a little boy laying next to him. So that to me was eerie back then. So now looking now, I'm just putting it's like the pieces of the puzzle is going together. And unfortunately, you know, let's look at all of, you know, these artists that are no longer with us.
Justin Bieber, how he did Justin as a kid, how he did Usher as a kid, you know, playing footsies with Usher, having fighting for Fruit Loops.
But then Usher says that when he was asked on a talk show, radio show, he says, oh, he would never bring his kid to a Diddy camp. But then you brought Justin Bieber.
Well, that's not his kid. So he didn't see Justin Bieber.
Oh, you're right. Yeah.
So he said his own. He didn't see Justin as his kid.
Oh. All right, that is crazy, but let's just watch it unfold. They're saying they're bringing out other celebrities' names too that are coming up, you know, for this finale. But I just can't wait till it's over, honestly. But I think they got plans for him.
Say, why Steve Harvey ain't saying nothing?
Yep, you're right. And
had lunch and dinner with him and gave his stepdaughter to Diddy. They were dating at a time. And I wonder, did he have Steve Harvey daughter out here doing freak offs for him as well?
Yeah, it's kind of adding up. And where's Mary? Because I heard she's on the run.
No, she's on stage.
Oh, okay.
She's performing. They just had some videos of her, and people wanted to get an autograph, and her bodyguard said no, she's not taking nobody autograph. She's working.
Okay. Oh, okay. Well, that's good. But this has to come to an end.
One of Diddy's, one of the kids' baby mother allegedly was suing Mary J. Blige.
Yeah.
$5 million because they
that's
said
crazy.
Stole an artist, or she's trying to blackball this artist because Mary J. Blige don't want this artist to be signing with Misa. So they have their own drama going on.
Got it. Okay, that's what's going on. But yeah, this has to come to an end. But I have a feeling that it's gonna wrap up quickly because once you get that grand jury, it's gonna be
they said it's going to take a long time to do that, and they said it's going to be a 2-month process. So the jury people, they have to take off 2 months of work, and who's going to pay for that?
No, they get paid. You get paid when you're on a jury. You get paid. You do. But once they pick you, because I was on one, you get paid. They'll send you the check later, like maybe 3 weeks later, but you do get paid for being on a jury.
Is it a good check?
It's a little snack. I mean,
and this time we need a big check in order
to it's not like that. If you have a job that's still gonna pay you, even though because jury pay you, jury duty, they pay you up to a certain time that you are with them.
And pay pennies and not full pay. And shout out for donating $20. Thank you, baby. Thank you. So
Yeah,
a lot
it's not.
of people ain't gonna want to do that for 2 months.
No, not if you're getting paid more than that. And then not all jobs, not to say that they, some jobs have jury duty 3 days or they have X, Y, and Z. So it depends on your contract. It depends on your job. And then sometimes that'll be a detriment to people that are getting paid more that may not have a contract with their job. So it's like some people say, you know what, I'm going to put it off. And then some people don't want nothing to do with it. Because when I was on jury duty, they were people that they got picked and they was like, oh, they were making excuses because they saw the person that was there. And they said, no, I don't want to be on this. I got a family. So you got a lot of people that even though they may get picked, they may renege because of,
say, I'm going to be biased. Tell the judge, I did that before. Sorry, y'all. I was like, I'm going to be biased in this case.
Yeah, I'm out.
So,
yeah, they let you go.
Okay.
I had some people on a jury when I was there. They were sleeping. They purposely went to sleep because they was like, oh no. And they come to find out, it's like, oh, I live too close to that. I don't want nothing to do with that. I heard that on the news. So you got a lot of people that they want to protect themselves and their family. And with this high class type of situation in these courts, nobody wants to be, I don't think any sensible person would want to be on this case that either live in New York City in the 5 boroughs.
They better want to get some foreigners. Maybe get some,
get some
foreigners, legal immigrants here, because they don't know nothing about nothing. They just got here.
But how they gonna get them when they already sent them back, Gigi? They sent them packing.
Oh, they did? They sent all of them?
Not all of them, because they said that, it's going out now, on the media stations that if they pay $1,000, that, they might think about letting them stay. So, it's too much going on.
We gonna be next to black people. They're gonna ship us ass back to Africa because they already have countries in Africa that want Black Americans to go back. So that's
and they're offering us free citizenship, so we'll be good.
No, I'm not going to Africa. I ain't going to motherfucking Africa.
Why you not going?
Hell no, I'm not going to Africa. Hell no.
You be living your best life.
No. Hell no.
Nah, I don't mind going. I really don't. If they have, free housing, they have a nice condo for me somewhere on the beach. I'm out there. And look, I'm good. It's all right. I wouldn't mind.
Well, I guess I'm gonna be back picking cotton. Shit.
You ain't gonna be picking cotton, Gigi. You're gonna be out there in Africa sitting like a queen. They offering everything. Are you kidding me? If you're doing this in America, can you imagine what you'd be doing over there, overseas?
Nah. I see you. I FaceTime me in Africa, Magic. I'm standing my black ass right here in America. Okay.
Nah.
If I gotta deal with the smoke, I'm gonna have to deal with it. I ain't going nowhere.
Well, they said they did do a trick bag when they said, oh, come back home to return home to Ghana. And a lot of people that went back there, they ran out of there. They hightailed it after a year, getting land scammed. They build up their housing, getting bulldozed. They went out to the market, came back, laptops gone, everything done trickled down. So, I mean, there is some, some reasons, but then you do have some good stories too. So, but, it's unfortunate because, Diddy could have went far had he did the right thing. He got so much power and he did the total opposite. So he has to pay for that. I mean, he could have helped out. And then, what strikes me to be like, really condescending and asinine is like, why when he got caught with, this whole situation up and he had to turn himself in, why are you coming back to Harlem now? Because the demographic change. The majority of these kids out here in Harlem, they don't know who you are. They on trap music. They on something totally different. They look at him like he's washed up. But you're coming back to a neighborhood that you put nothing in over all these years, starting from City College, when that first sacrifice went down with all those innocent people that got taken out of here. So,
Mm-hmm.
to come back 30 something years later because you're about to, it's a real dirty slap in the face. So nobody's checking for him in Harlem. He's grandpa now. That's Diddy grandpa.
All right, then. Thank you so much, Magic. I'm gonna get on.
You're
I
welcome.
love you all. All right, and I'll see you guys on the next video. Bye. DJ, where you at?